Welcome back, guys. In this lesson plan, we're going to be going over the emotional scale and understanding how this translates in your income. Overall, the main point of this is understanding that emotions are energy, because the term emotions actually stands for energy in motion. So when we understand that anything operating in the universe is energetic, it's not actually physical. Physical material things don't really matter. Everything is energy. You're going to realize that there is a scale of emotions that people are dominantly operating out of. I'm going to add the emotional scale below. You guys can download it somewhere below this video. You're going to see at the very top of the scale, those are the very fast-paced, high vibrational energies that we operate out of. This will be the energy of love, of gratitude, of appreciation, of joy, of bliss. And then when you look at the very bottom of the scale, those are going to be other emotions like fear, jealousy, resentment, anxiousness, self-doubt, so on and so forth. Now, what you want to understand about the emotional scale is that those low feeling states that unfortunately a lot of people operate out of, because most people operate through fear, not faith, those are very slow moving frequencies. That energy moves slowly in your reality, meaning change that you're trying to manifest is very slow to come. When you are up on the emotional scale, where you're feeling grateful, you're feeling appreciative, you're feeling joy, you're feeling love, you're viewing your reality through the eyes of the God frequency, everything is moving very fast paced. You are magnetic. You're literally a money magnet, because money is a very high energy thing to have. As you're in the super appreciative, super joyful, feeling good about yourself, energetic state, you start to get very fast results, because on a molecular structure, everything is shifting. So if you want your material world to catch up and move really fast and shift into that new timeline, you want to be dominantly operating out of a higher emotional frequency. Everything is energy, like attracts like. You're going to manifest into your reality all good feeling events and circumstances like money, like love, like health, like opportunities, like success. So it's important for you to get your mind right and get your emotions in check. Higher you go on the emotional scale and dominantly operate out of it, and you're not being pessimistic, you're not talking shit anymore, you're not a chronic complainer. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You're gonna start feeling better. You're gonna start feeling better about yourself. You're gonna start feeling better about your life, about your reality. The longer you hold yourself in this good feeling state, and you're no longer feeling poorly about yourself, resenting yourself, being jealous of other people, doubting yourself, and living in fear and anxiety, and once you break through those old limiting emotions, your reality moves fast. When I say fast, I mean you're gonna look back and say, what the hell happened? How am I getting all this money? How am I getting all this abundance? How am I getting all these opportunities? Okay, that is what this emotional scale is going to represent in your life. So have this daily check-in practice with yourself of, how am I feeling? Where are my daily thoughts? Because your thoughts control your emotions, and then the emotions manifest into the physical, because those are energy and motion. Always check in. How am I feeling? You can even put a timer on your phone throughout the day that says, hey, check in with yourself, okay? And really, like, put your hand on your heart and check in. How am I feeling today? What are my thoughts making me feel today? Are my thoughts on the right track? Am I living in wealth consciousness? Am I having abundance mindset? Or am I living in lack consciousness? Am I living in fear? Am I living in self-doubt? Because listen, you can do all the work. You can go and jump into my business strategy right now if you want and follow the blueprint. But if you are not getting your thoughts and your emotions in check, you're gonna end up like one of the statistics of people who start their business and then they close it because they're not making any profit. You don't want to be that person. You're different from the crowd. Take it from me, who failed at 4 freaking businesses. Back to every single business I freaking started, I failed. I failed at Amazon. I failed at dropshipping. I failed at network marketing. I failed in the health industry. I failed at all of it. I was operating out of such a low fear-based emotion all the time. I would take action from fear every day, hoping, oh my God, please God, please answer my prayer. Please make me rich. I was living in fear every day. I was operating out of lack consciousness every day. My emotions were out of whack. I was anxious. I was a nervous wreck. I was having panic attacks. My self-talk was awful. I literally talked like somebody who hated herself. And then my results lined up with it automatically. I kept failing. I was a failure. The better you feel about yourself, the better you feel in relation to money, the better you feel about your business, because you are consciously moving up that emotional scale day in and day out, the faster you get results, and the better your results become over time, where you're gonna be like this joyful, happy little clam who's living in their most abundant time and their most abundant reality, opportunities through the fucking roof, because you understand energetics. Emotional intelligence is one of the biggest factors for successful people in business. If you got your emotions under control, you got your income under control too, because you never ever have business problems. You only have emotional problems that translate into your business. Check in with yourself, make sure you're okay. If you're living in a fearful state, don't take action in your business, because everything that you manifest from that energetic state is going to be more things that you dislike.